Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me, Jesse. Let me know if you can hear me, Jesse.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
All right.
Cool. Okay. So.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm opening up my VM. Remote VM.
My truck open last night. I left the windows of my truck open last night. Oh shit! Dude, yeah, it feels bad.
I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that was here, I think. PLC object types, library, PLC binary. Test button. Oh, there you go. So this is where it is. I think you have graphics folder open, so you'll have to open it.
Yeah.
I can't. This is where it's at. So if you edit object type structure, PLC object types, open up that library. Another thing. So.
Actually, I think you can take on the. You can open up graphic. Just hit me off the VM. Just hit me off the VM. So. You should be free.
Oh.
You should be free.
Nope.
Nope.
Were you on Aspect A?
Yeah, I was on Aspect A. Yeah, I was on Aspect A. Actually,
and what account?
No. I'm lying. Hang on 1 second. Let me check. What?
The only.
Harmony 8 Connect. Okay.
The only user on here, so. You know about creating extension libraries, right?
Say it again.
Do you know about creating an extension library?
Not 100%. Not 100%.
Okay. So you see this as part of a library, right? So to prevent this stuff from being overridden, and then upgrade, you need to create what's called an extension library. So I want it already been done for this. But if you go into the library structure, libraries, and then whatever that library is. In this one, it was the PLC OPC upload data types library. There is this extension library. So this is like the default library. And then you would just right click, new aspect. Maybe not. Oh, not new aspect, new object. Sorry. There it is. Extension library. So you'd give it a version number and a name, right? And then that way, this stuff doesn't get overridden. So this is PLC OPC extension library version 1. And then, if you ever made more, you would give them, sequential version numbers. But where that comes into play is over here, right? Like, let's just create a new random graphical element. So you see how I have the choice to either not put it as part of a library or part of an extension library? So you would select your extension library. That way it's linked to that. So whenever they do a system upgrade, it doesn't overwrite that. So anytime you make changes to a library, you need to do that. But this one already has one, so you're good. Anyways. Still can't open it.
Let me close this. I don't think we have anything important open.
Just save the last and close out of that. Should be good.
Let's see. Gotta pick a process, baby, graphic. Try it, give it a shot, see if you can open it. No, nope. Okay. I just gotta check this really quick. I don't know which. There it is. There it is. There it is. And sense. All right, you should be able to.
Ooh. Yeah. So then, we put fill, right? I don't know. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. That's weird. All right. So yeah. Aspect view button, background brush. So it's just is alarm act. So yeah, I didn't even actually do that.
Okay, so that's the same code that I have on script. So why would it work here and it won't work on the, like if I actually put that same code on the, or same script on the graphic? Like if I go to an actual graphic.
Oh, because it's not linking to any tag. This is just, okay. Right? So what happens is this gets then, right? So this is generic. So this is a blanket, like, is alarm active, is alarm on acknowledged, but when you actually drag and drop this button, so like, that's on, what graphic did we put that on again?
I was trying to put it on 4040E just to test it out. 4040E.
Which one of these?
It's gonna be under SIS, maybe. No, not SIS. Stack or SCSCS.
4040D. I forget. I'll just search it.
Yeah, just 4040E. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so then whenever that button gets dragged and dropped, this is what it actually looks like. it's not gonna.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so I can't actually show you the scripts, I guess. It's embedded, but yeah, basically everywhere where it has a value, you know, it throws in the tag name.
Yeah. Gotcha. Then, yeah.
With that tag. Yeah, I guess you can't because it would be a. Yeah, that makes sense because you're not putting in a button, you're putting the whole graphical element in. I don't think I can break that apart. Doesn't look like I can.
And so, for example, I guess what would you recommend if I wanted to do that little extra light or extra box on the side for the bypass? Would you put it in the same object type or make it the same template button or make it a separate template button so I can just.
It would have to be separate because you're linking it to a whole separate tag.
Right.
If you were making an indication off of the same tag, you could embed it into the same graphical element, but it will have to be a separate. It would go into the same object type in the object type structure, but you would have to make a separate graphical element for whatever you're talking about.
And does it matter which? I noticed on this one you use a PLC connect button or something, or what is it? Does it matter what object? Does it matter
PLC binary?
Yeah, PLC binary. Does it matter what object we choose?
It does, because you're gonna. I mean, you can go ahead and create the other one here, and then what you're gonna want to do is copy those into wherever, right? So like for example, not all your tags are PLC binary object type tags, right? So if it depends on what that tag is. But let's say you wanted to put it on. You don't have any of those, right? Yeah, like a loop tag. And you have some node 2, module 2, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah, so like if you wanted any of these tags, right? So these are all digital reads and RCMs, right? So you would need to come into the object type structure, go into, I think it's in both of them. Yeah, Infinity Harmony, object type. And then here you have, right, RCM reads, digital reads. So you would have to embed those here.
Gotcha.
And then, right, because this is where the faceplate throwless tag lives. Everything that like gets generated when you mess with that tag, this is where the root comes from. So you would make a graphical element here, and then every tag that is this type would then have that graphical element associated with it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. And to invoke it is just going to be on the library, I guess, on the, the little, like for example, once I create this template, it's just going to be on the
right here, Element Explorer, and then go to the control structure in this case because that's where your tags live. And then since we only have it on the PLC Connect tags, right, you just scroll down to wherever that tag is. SAS1, Codebox. I'll do digital output this time, and anything that is that object type, which you should be able to tell by signal, will have a test button. So it's test button, right?
Gotcha.
But you'll notice, see if we find, I think there is a different tag type in here somewhere. Maybe not. Right, like if we go to any loop tag, it's not going to have this test button because we haven't created that embedded object together. Right. Yeah, see? So as soon as you give that digital read or that RCM, it'll show up here. A button, it'll show up here for every single one of these tags.
Okay. I got you.
Okay. And yeah, it's the Element Explorer, not the Toolbox.
All right. I think that answers everything.
All right.
Yeah, I should be able to make it from here.
Cool. Let me know if anything else comes up.
Will do. Thanks, Jesse.
All right. Bye.